Now, quick game of hands up. Put your hand up if you love Ignite for putting this on for us. Yeah, absolutely, lots of hands. Put your hand up if you can think of 3 things that you love. For me, that'd be musical theatre, Italian food, summers in France. Piglet was confused, and he said to Pooh, how do you spell love? And Pooh said, you don't spell it, you feel it. And it is a feeling, it is an overwhelming feeling. But is that all it is? Just a flutter, just a tingle in the toes? Well, no, there's more to it than that. Love is big business. Valentine's Day purchasing in this country will reach £1.9 billion over the next 2 weeks. Love is also all around us. The colours and the shapes of love are used to sell us everything from cars to kitchens, from jammy dodders to jewellery. Giving gifts is a big thing in love, and you need to get it right, because on Valentine's Day, believe it or not, 40% of women said if their men got it wrong, they'd be out of there, so be careful. Love is fundamentally about connection. As humans, we want to connect, and there is some biochemistry to this. Cupid has some very particular chemicals that are used in the 3 phases of love. Now, the first phase is, this won't surprise you, is lust. And when we're talking about lust, we're talking about the next generation, pure and simple. This is about genetic fit. This is about scent and symmetry and finding a good match for your gene code with somebody else's gene code. It gets more interesting as we get into being love-struck, more complex. 3 things here. Dopamine. Dopamine makes you feel really, really good. Dopamine is something that will put you off your food and keep you awake at night, and you won't feel the pain. Also adrenaline, and then serotonin, which is about compulsion. The final phase is loving attachment. So this is oxytocin, which is the cuddle chemical, which is also attached to devotion in relationships, and vasopressin, which influences desire. So we are hijacked by chemicals through this process. And love is a fantastic force. It will keep us going when things are really tough, and it pushes us on to achieve great heights of creativity and human endeavour. But there's choice in this. We don't just have to go with the chemicals. We can bring a mindfulness to this and actually make loving choices. So choose things that are good for us as well as good for the other person, because it is ultimately a choice. Heartbreak. Hands up if you've ever had your heart broken. Oh, yes. What's that feel like? Pretty rubbish. It hurts, doesn't it? And it really does hurt, because the chemicals of heartbreak are actually able to cause death under certain circumstances. It really is. There is a cardiomyopathy that is specifically related to the adrenaline and the cortisol produced. In fact, it can deform the heart. It can make the heart change shape. But the good news is you can come out of it. Brain imaging studies of people who've recently gone through heartbreak show the same neurological patterns as cocaine addicts being on withdrawal. Good news is it takes about 3 months. In 3 months, you can rewire your brain so that you can once again see and smell the flowers. So it ends. It's possible to check out of Heartbreak Hotel, which has got to be good news for all of us. To do that, though, to be able to check out, we need to make some decisions. And we need to know, in our heart of hearts, that we are both lovable. There's something great about each and every one of us that makes us lovable, and we're also able to love. And that's a choice, because that's about vulnerability, and you need to be prepared to open up. But loving is good news. It does all sorts of things. It can reduce your blood pressure, it can reduce your stress, it can reduce your risk of stroke and heart attack, it can give you a positive outlook on life, and it can calm your nerves. So final hands up. Hands up if one of those 3 people that's worthy of love is you. Because it should have been. As I say, there's something really special about each and every one of you, and that gets me to values. Each of us has our own personal priority pattern of things that really matter and motivate us to do things. And it's our values speaking to the values of another person that actually cement those loving attachment bonds and create relationships that are fulfilling into the really long term. So there are 3 reasons why I love you guys. You showed up, you stayed awake, well done. You laughed in the right place. I'm grateful, believe me, and you listened. So, bless you, I love you, come back again soon, and discover your values, because it's worth it.